T. Thank you for tuning in to the newest episode of Grits in the City podcast. We are back, better known as Girls Raised in the South and the City. I'm Drea G.
I'm Tasha, also known as the Black Rogue.
And I'm Yami T.
And we're the Grits.
So everybody, how are y'all doing today? Valentine's Day just ended. We had a little bit of a break. How's everything going?
It's okay.
Everything's good.
Everything really good, girl? Everything is okay.
Right.
Valentine's Day was straight, I guess. Everything a little sad because we have someone leaving us, y'all.
Yeah. This week is kind of bittersweet, but we are coming to y'all live and in full effect. And yeah, man, we're good. We're hanging in there, but we have somebody departing, y'all. So we will be saying goodbye to our fellow grits soon. Yami just changed it from Yami T to Yami P. She's going off to other endeavors. So
yeah, she may have a new podcast coming out, so y'all check that out if she have anything coming. But also all y'all people that been listening to us because of her, y'all better stay listening to us, okay? Y'all better not leave us just because Yami leaving. Better still listen to us,
because Grits in the City is still Grits in the City. So
stay tuned.
I want everybody to stay supported and fully supported, because I would have been advocating and advertising for y'all regardless. It is a lot of changes have happened very quickly, from getting married and then now moving to New Jersey. So
yes, girl.
I think this is a good time to watch my other fellow grits fly and keep this going. Just happy that I was able to be a part of it from the beginning to help, contribute to making this, where we're at right now. But I already know that y'all will take it even further, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
All right. From your lips to God's ears.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is going to bring us to I'll drink to that segment. And naturally, obviously, we're going to be cheersing and toasting to Yami P, who's going off. So that's what we're drinking to. Anybody else have anything? And we got to see her get married in a ceremony.
It was a beautiful wedding.
Right. That was my first time. Well, no, that's not actually. That's my second time seeing somebody get married
that's
here.
my second wedding.
But I was actually in a wedding here, and that's why I'm not in weddings no more. Like, don't ask me to be your bridesmaid, because I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. But so this was the second one, and I like this one because it's no muss, no fuss.
Yeah, this was real simple, y'all. I was like, you know what? I didn't want to go crazy with planning and all that.
Simplicity. But you guys got married on a,
Thailand.
Right. I know.
They were living a fancy life overseas.
So I think
we had to come back and get legal in New York.
Right.
But I thought it was kind of cool. I actually just liked, everybody's there with me at the courthouse, and we get to watch all these different types of people come in.
Right.
That was so interesting watching,
That was a nice
the
wedding.
Different brides, you know. You have, the sleek, like and then you had people that were more traditional and they actually had gowns and stuff like that. So it's cool.
Yeah. And then had people there in jeans and a t-shirt.
Right. Hey, it's your day. I say do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Love is love. And the reception was nice. Yami paid for everything. Praise the Lord. Because I was like, damn, man, I'm up there ordering a drink. And I was trying to be budget friendly. Then I saw these wings come out and tell us for the table. I was like, you know what? Amen. This is why I skipped out on work. Because I up there literally skipped out for the last 2 hours of work to come to the wedding. I was just like, hopefully nobody say shit to me or email me. It was a blessing, y'all.
Well, I do appreciate you.
The wings was good. The wings was the bomb, y'all. What's the place? What
was the restaurant?
Bijan's on Hoyt.
Okay, Bijan. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it was right by the Hoyt station.
Those wings was fire.
Good.
Yeah, it's a cute little spot.
Yeah. And it's right by Atlantic.
R&B music. I'm gonna have to do something there, because they had R&B music. Is it black owned? Because they had nothing but black music. Was that y'all playlist?
Mason, he put it on a 90s playlist on Pandora.
Yeah. That's what's up. Because I was wondering, I was like, all these white people in here, they got this black playlist and it was lit. And your homegirl, shout out to your homegirl.
Burgundy.
She was up there jamming.
Shout out to Burgundy.
She was jamming at the playlist. I love her. You better listen to. You better keep listening,
already
girl.
know Burgundy is listening to this.
So good energy.
She is screaming right now in the office when she hears her name.
She's so cute.
We like all of that.
Y'all gotta stay strong. If y'all want to talk to my mom and my dad,
How long have your parents been married?
like 34 years. Next year,
Wow.
I'll be 35. My parents okay. I'm just blessed. I didn't count my blessings because my parents are like good parents.
Yeah.
So I know if I ever get kids, I could be a
Yeah.
deadbeat mama. I feel like I could just leave my kids with my mama and just be doing my own thing for a bit. But when you got parents that's together, and sometimes parents don't want to get divorces. And my parents be going through some shit, and it's like they be putting a burden on me. So it's like so much drama. And it be like small fucking drama. Mama like, I'm getting divorced tomorrow. And I'm like, she tell me all her business. My daddy never cheated because my mom would definitely tell my ass. And she tell me like everybody else in the family business, and they all got divorces. My parents are the last ones to stand. Ain't that crazy?
They just are clearly committed to being, and that's the beauty
And
of
just
it.
because you stay
they
married,
get to choose it every day. They're committed to being married.
They got a
right?
big
It don't
ass
mean that you
family.
won't have drama and circumstances. Is you're human and you people.
And
So
you just keep moving. You just keep working every day.
Marriage is
Exactly.
hard, y'all.
But just listen, keep God first and keep each other first, and hey,
What y'all need to do is y'all need to have like friends that are married. These single
sure
people. No, I'm gonna keep it real. 100. When I was watching Married in Medicine, they be up there. They was right about Quad not hanging out with them on their singles, on their marriage couple trips. You need to hang out with friends that are married and that have positive relationships, and y'all need to do couple shit all the time. This couple stuff. So I would be doing. I don't want to hang out with these single people, these bitter, lonely single fucking people. I'll be up there with married people.
Tasha.
Oh,
That's
no
how you
offense.
really feel. Bitter, lonely motherfucker.
For real, you don't think that they should be hanging out with
I definitely do.
married
For
people all
sure.
the time?
Yeah, and I think that's important. Because for Married to Medicine, to me, I think another good example was at the end of last season with Simone and Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what beef existed in that group, they all like came together and really held that couple together.
Yeah.
And then a year later, where were they?
Right. Yeah. Having a good support system.
Yeah, man. Because I remember watching that episode and I was crying and shit. I
was
was like,
too.
it's so beautiful watching these black couples uphold a
Because they
black
had been
couple.
married for 23 years. So you
Yes.
definitely.
That was short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Well, see, and this is so black.
To
'cause
us.
in my mind, I'm always like, if it's cheating, and it wasn't, because I'm like, it wasn't even cheating, but
right.
there's so
But
much
it's
more
other
to
stuff.
it.
I don't know what the fuck they went through because they wasn't even cheating. They just didn't like each other.
Right.
Yeah, they
After
just went through a
23
phase.
years,
Yeah.
you could get on one another's thing and also meet in the middle too. But
God is first. And then my mom said, like, people change. They changed, like, as they grew older and shit. You just gotta, like, stay committed through the fucking changes and shit. Just call my mama and my daddy.
Okay, so I'm toasting to Black Love. I'm toasting to Yami and Mason's Union. And
Yes, Black love is beautiful. I'm toasting to the union, too.
All right, well, shit, I'm going to toast to the union, too.
Okay,
So I'm
so
going to go.
let's toast it up.
Drink.
Cheers. Last toast on the pod.
That shit is sorry, y'all. This cheap Prosecco. I was on a budget. I'm broke right now.
Look, just add something to it. This tastes just fine.
Right. Add a little vodka.
A little cheap.
Just a little,
Just a little vodka,
little
some
sprig.
pineapple ginger beer.
All right. So in lieu of today's theme of Yami's departure, I think this will be a good episode or a topic for discussing adapting to change here in New York City.
Yes.
Like when people move on, when friends leave.
Yes, it's
and,
hard.
You change jobs or you have to move. Just the changes and the growing pains.
It's hard out
Yeah.
here.
And I feel like it's been harder here.
really
Because,
is.
like, even with people that you might not have even thought yourself to be that close with, you develop a relationship, and then whenever they move to another borough, you really
It's
feel
like, oh,
damn.
man.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I ain't gonna see them as frequently. I may see sis sometimes when we get
special events.
right.
Right? It's
You
hard
gotta
out
have to
here.
plan a whole brunch
Right.
3 months in advance.
Y'all gonna have to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
It's really hard out here. Like I have had recently I had a couple of changes. Like my homeboy, Devoy. He moved to Miami to open up some property.
You hate when your friends
Yes,
leave?
right. He's like my road dog because all my homeboys done left so far. He the last one standing.
And you say he's a black business owner?
Yeah, like he used to work he worked 2 IT jobs to save up cash to buy a building in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is expensive.
Yeah.
So he bought a building. He sold it for a couple of million. So now he moving to Miami to open up a retirement home. And then he's gonna try to like move from city to city. And like he like a laid back dude. No one knows. Like he doesn't like he's not flashy. You like if you see him, you wouldn't even think he got money. Like he was like my like close friend here, one of my close homeboys, and he just left like yesterday. Right. And I cried, y'all.
Yeah,
like
you know
a whole
what?
bitch.
That's how it be though, and like for real, because I've had multiple like close friends, people that like I've known since I moved here.
Yeah.
You know, I had a whole friend that moved to California. She got married here. They got 2 kids now. They back in California. And so, yeah, man, it sucks when people that you are close to and that become a part of your routine.
Yeah.
And you see them on a weekly basis and you guys can kiki.
That's why it's hard.
Yeah.
We don't have nobody, girl. We don't have nobody else. We don't have no man.
Yeah. And I feel like it must be like,
hold on.
But I feel like there's like a compounded stress, like from just living in New York. Being here, period, is harder. Work is harder. This is harder. And then you lose your friend that you've had for 2 years. You know, like it just feels extra deep.
You know, when you're not from here, especially, it's like when you do bring people into your circle, they almost really become an extension of your family.
They do become your family.
Yeah. You know?
My homeboy, we was at the strip clubs together. He used to pay for every fucking thing. Who else I'm gonna have to pay for my shit now? I don't have no other homeboys to pay for me at the strip club to get in for free and to give me dollars to give the strippers. It's like, damn, like he was really a good guy, man.
Yeah, man.
You got guy friends here in New York.
You know what? It's so funny.
You don't have no guy friends here. See?
I used to have a guy friend, and I worked with him when I first came here. And we would kick it hard too. Because we like the same music. You know, we had some of the same interests. And he moved, man. Like, you know, he moved on to other things. But yeah.
And then my other homegirl about to leave. Like, she like my road dog. She like my gold digging road dog for real. Like, whenever it's a baller event, she like, girl, we up in there. We gonna get in there for free. She moving back home to DC. It is literally hurting me. I'm like, damn, you my closest friend here.
I have a good friend that moved back to South Carolina. Shout out to Danielle. Danny, I art shit. She's dope. But she moved back to South Carolina, but actually she lives in Alabama. But
she lives in Alabama. Damn. What the fuck she doing in Alabama?
I know, for real. Ain't nothing in Alabama. She's in Alabama, but she's from South Carolina. But she works for a university, as like an admin and stuff like that.
I know she going.
Yeah, like so.
I have a question.
What?
Now, like, because this was the thing that was in my mind whenever I was, kind of deciding about Jersey, and as me and Mason were talking about it, this seemed real petty, but it's always like when you tell people that you're moving to Jersey, they're like, oh, you're going to Jersey.
Jersey.
They say that shit all sad and everything. I'm like, I didn't move. It's a funny thing. Like, so do y'all feel like you moved to New York and then you moved somewhere else, like to Jersey
or Long Island?
Does it feel like a loss or a failure?
Let me tell you, because this is why I told your mama. I told your mama straight up that she moving back next year. She moved back to Dallas because ain't no way in hell she gonna want to stay in New Jersey like that. If you move to Jersey, you might as well move to the South. What? Like, I just don't see the point of living. No offense. But you're married, so it's different. But I still don't see the point of living in New York. Because Jersey is a more settled down place than, New York City. It's not like the bright lights, the 24 hours that New York is. You definitely is going to move back next year, back to Dallas. And because your mom was telling me that she was like, oh, I'm sad that she's all the way up here. And I'm like, don't be so sad. She going to see you next year.
Unless you and Mason are absolutely in love with being on the East Coast. Yeah. That is the only way that you will not do that, because but maybe you collectively want the experience for a while, but you may decide ultimately, but who knows? But you do have to fall in love. You both will have to fall in love with the East Coast
because it's expensive.
To be here.
Like it's still like it's you may get a little bit of suburban life living there, but
will,
it's not.
for sure.
It's not the city. It's not like living in New York City.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you and Mason, y'all gonna like you're gonna show him around the city. He gonna have that good. He experiences the different festivals and different free stuff. But eventually, y'all gonna be like, you know what? It's time to move back to the South.
I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not going to tell you I won't, because in a lot of ways, if you just making a list of pros and cons, it makes more sense. My mom is there.
Yeah.
If we're going to have a baby and all of that type of stuff, it just makes more sense to be around family. The flip side is what you're talking about, Andrea. I think there's a part of me that has just fallen in love with the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so there's just so much that I would want my child to experience.
Right. But Yami has always thought that too, because between all of us, like, it's different. See, we've been on different ends of the spectrum. Yami kind of came up here, and you came up here at a place in your life where you were thinking like, up here, I almost intend to raise a family up
Yeah.
this
You
way.
want to have a family in
I
New
came
York?
here
Fix it,
older, so
Jesus.
like when I came out already, next level is family.
Right. So she came up here with that. See,
I have a kid in New York. They don't have no background to play.
When I came up here, I was so young, and but even now, it's just
you
like,
want to have a kid here?
no. See, exactly.
Fast.
I don't want to have no fucking kids
That-
here. No
right,
offense
that's
to all
not
my
my
home
thought.
girls. Y'all are beautiful, but I don't know how the hell.
I could, but I haven't. And that's not been my thought process. I've been like, I would actually, I love the fact that it is so much that you could offer a child here, and it's
Mentally.
so much culture.
That's true. You
and
definitely
it's,
can.
you know what I'm saying? So many things that you can expose them to, but I didn't necessarily know
you
if
can
I wanted to personally raise kids up here or
You
have
can-
family.
You can expose
Yeah, I'd be
your kids
open
to
to
Jordans here because it's all they rock is the Jordan sneakers. They know they'll have the best sneaker game in the whole United States up here. Your little babies. That's about it. But I wouldn't want to have no kids here. But everybody different. I think y'all
Everybody's
move back to
different.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Y'all better move back to Dallas and live y'all best lives. Okay, y'all better experience Jersey.
Wherever
at
they
least
want
got
to land.
the festival, that one big festival in Jersey.
But look now,
Girl.
like, slow down. Now, I'm only one stop away.
Right.
It's not like I ain't moving.
Listen,
South
she
Plains.
moving far,
$10
y'all.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. You've been here long enough, so you know. Like
She
when you
far.
meet, and we say this all the time, when you meet people that live up in Harlem or the Bronx, it's like, oh. I see you when I see
Harlem
you.
is not
sis.
that far.
No, you be like, man, you was cool. Like you just
Right,
wanted to come
talking
right.
about him in the past tense. Like, I'm not dead, bro. Like,
Y'all going to Jersey though, man. Jersey
I know,
far.
but it's just one
Right.
stop, and then
Jersey
I'll be at
had-
your job.
Jersey has a bad reputation in the New York City. Like for all y'all Southerners that don't know about New York, a lot of New Yorkers hate on New Jersey.
Just
'Cause
hating though.
We just
Hate
don't.
is the opposite
I just
word.
feel like we just don't see the point of New Jersey. I
Yeah,
just
well,
don't-
I'll tell you what. Look, man, because I'm moving for an apartment with amenities.
They
nigga.
do live nice. They live nice, and we live
Right.
poor.
Well,
what I'm saying?
so I'm not gonna front because in the
live nice.
summertime,
Okay.
Mason, we
We
are
gonna be there. Y'all better
intending
give us that
to
bedroom.
come be
Just
there.
let us know.
and
we, can be in that
we
little
want to be by the
bedroom.
pool,
You know,
and
I'ma
all
take my
that
pictures.
jazz.
I'm talking about amenities. Same price that I'm paying here. I got amenities, nigga.
I'm gonna be at y'all pool and I'm gonna be Snapchatting like living my best life. I'm rich, bitch. I'll be right in New Jersey. Y'all won't know it, but I'll be right in the pool and live my best. Fake it on Instagram. Fake it on fucking Instagram.
Right, you gonna turn the lounger around so the pool could be in the background at the
Right.
Monarch in New Jersey.
See,
My best
Tasha gonna be
No,
trying to.
we need to go to.
no,
you got a car. We
it's
need to
not-
go to Jersey
Hold
Shore.
up, hold up. Do y'all got a tennis court?
No,
Okay.
it has.
You like to play tennis?
I'm trying to. That's something I want to learn this
Oh,
summer.
that's hard.
I really
girl.
want
I
to
played
learn.
tennis in middle school. That's hard.
I want to get good at it, and as I age, I'd like
Y'all
to be
got
able to play
what
it.
that y'all got a gym and y'all have no basketball court. Y'all
It has
just
a
got
gym in the building. It has a courtyard. With,
court.
the courtyard has a live chess game.
Ooh,
My bad,
I
two
can play
courtyards.
chess. Oh my
And an
god, I'm gonna be
outdoor
there.
like fire pit.
Oh, I'm gonna be
and
there.
shit like that.
I'm
And
being there
then
in
you
summer.
have the clubhouse.
Don't act like you don't
And the
know us
clubhouse
either,
opens
Yami.
up to the resort style swimming
Don't act
pool.
like you don't know us when we texting
All
you.
for what I pay for this 500 square feet.
I'm gonna be there playing chess. I can play chess good. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna try to bet these old people because old people love playing chess in the park. I'm gonna be there, and don't act like you don't know us when we texting you, girl. Be like, hey, Yami, what you doing this weekend? Don't be going ghost. Don't go ghost on us.
I respond on Monday morning. Oh, girl, I just got this message.
Right? It's gonna be lit. Don't be. Is the book club people gonna be there?
I do. Half a book club now lives in these.
They live in Jersey. They live in the same apartment.
Yes, that's how we ended up.
Book club. They're gonna be trying to take our shine. Okay, 'cause we gonna be there too. I'm at the book
We're gonna
club.
have a little barbecue and a pool party.
Oh yes, yes. They're pretty girls too. They're real
Yes,
pretty.
the sexy bookworms are sexy.
They are sexy. Y'all need to go talk to Oprah and shit. Maybe y'all can get like a plug with Oprah ass and shit. Maybe y'all get a little TV show on Oprah Network.
Hey.
I'm up there pitching y'all like this. Y'all better pay my
I know. I'm
ass.
sitting up here like,
Sexy book.
Wheels
Y'all can
turning.
review like her book. You know how Oprah be having a book shit? Y'all can review some of her book shit.
we do definitely read some of the books she puts out there.
That's a good. See, I'm a marketing genius.
So
You really are.
how do we well,
What
I
about
don't know.
change?
How do we adapt change up here, I will say.
Girl, it's hard out here because it's so many different types of changes. Like
Yeah,
when
you just have to learn how to be
moving is
accepting.
a change in itself.
we
and
both
you're-
moving. Me
Yo.
and Yami, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna end up at. I may be homeless. I don't know. I may be in Long Island. I don't know where the fuck
no,
I'm
that's
at.
not true.
My roommate done told me last
I'm
month
gonna
talking
look up
about
Tasha
she
go be
leaving.
my neighbor in Jersey.
Bro, you never know. You never know. You never fucking know. I'm trying to find an apartment. It's hard out
But
here.
yeah,
in New
but
York.
even just simply moving here is a big change in itself.
Yeah,
know?
you move 3 blocks and it feels like you moving.
that's a change, right? That's a whole new area that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
And
You
if
gotta
you're
find a
dealing,
grocery store,
and if you're dealing with where
Find
to
your train
wash,
stop,
right,
train,
all
you know,
that.
trying to avoid this train for that train, and
it's all about having to recondition yourself.
this shit hard.
you just have to like take on a mentality that I'm accepting what happened,
Right.
because you can't do, like, because
Right.
here life is just so predictable
Mm-hmm.
that you just need to be able to say whatever happens next, I'm cool with it.
Right.
I mean, I guess that's why you came.
Right.
That's why you can't stay. You have to have that kind of
Right.
mental
You
fortitude.
do. You can't be like stuck to one thing, because I've known so many people to come and go, like literally be here like a year, and I get it. Like people come here and it moves so quick, and people don't like it because it's so rapidly changing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big things of why people
Yeah.
don't tend to like
and
the
then
city.
we've been here for a long time. I feel like as a collective,
Yeah,
We've
man.
been here, like my homegirl keep trying to get me to move to Houston, and I feel like once you've been to New York so long, it's just like I
I
don't
can
know.
move on from New York though.
You think you can?
I would like to be bi-coastal at some point. I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. If I look, the future that I'm inventing for myself will allow me to do both. 'Cause
Right.
I do love my friends and family, that having that support system in the
Mm-hmm.
South. But I just also love the mentality up here.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
The
I just think
freedom that you
quality
get
of
and just- Mm-hmm.
conversation and freedom here. It's just not, you can't compare.
Right.
Yeah, we
Like
do.
the best
We do have
of both worlds.
So, I be having a love-hate relationship. It's hard for me to, like, actually want to move back to Houston.
Right.
But I be thinking about moving back to Houston, but then I feel like I'm going to be bored. Like, even though Houston a big city, I just feel like, man, I'm going to be bored. I'm going to hate this shit.
That's what I worry about too.
So I don't know if and I'm single, so I'm like, shit. And then I feel like if I move to LA, I'm going to be fucking bored. Because LA is chill as fuck. It's like the South. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's just like the fucking South. It may be worse than the fucking South. It's kind of fucking boring, too.
You know
so it's
what?
like, what the fuck?
I look at it as if you do go to a place like a Houston, like
Can you speak up a little bit?
I'm saying, like, I do look at it is like if you go to another place like a Houston or something like that, a place like that affords you the ability to be able to travel and do other things still.
Right, because you can save money.
Right, because the cost of living sometimes, like
Yeah.
here, is so ridiculous that itself is stifling. So
That's true.
I never intended to be up here like forever. Like, it's so crazy. I was just telling y'all this. I came up here at the end of a decade.
Yeah.
And 2019, it's the end of a decade now. So that lets me know, a cycle, a period is coming to an end. So, it's changed. It's good things coming though. And that's a part of life. And so we just keep with the changes and adapting and living, and that's what it's about.
But at least y'all don't have to change. Like, you moving to New Jersey, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna live at. I don't know if I'm gonna live by myself or have a roommate. Most likely probably have a roommate because I'm trying to pay off my credit card debt. So now I gotta experience a change of a different roommate, a different personality living with me. I don't know how
it's changed.
My new roommate gonna be. Like, I know my new roommate, my current roommate, I've been knowing her for like 4 years. I know her personality, I know her likes, her dislikes. This new person, I don't know if from a can of paint. I don't know if they fucking gonna be crazy. I don't know if they're gonna be loud. I don't know if they're gonna be quiet. Like, it's just
that's like a lot of almost trauma too,
it's right? Trauma, man.
Because if your home life straight, it's hard.
It's hard to be focused doing anything else.
Yeah.
Because this current roommate, I've been through all kind of shit with her. Like, one time she left me with her dead cat. And you know what? The cat was alive, and she told me that she was like, the cat's sick. You know, I'm leaving to go to North Carolina for the week. Can you take care of the cat? So I'm taking care
traumatized.
of the cat. I'm taking care. This is my first pet, y'all. I never had a pet in my life. It's really her pet. I'm taking care of this cat for a hope the cat wouldn't eat. So I bought every type of food in the grocery store. I got this cat low-fat milk, fat milk. I got the cat almond milk, all types of shit to get the cat to eat. Wet food, all types of food the cat wouldn't eat. So I'm like, I'm about to go to Long Island for Thanksgiving. Because this just happened, y'all, last year during Thanksgiving. I go to Long Island, come back, and the cat is dead, y'all. She left me with the cat, the dead cat.
She wasn't going to fool with it. She wanted you to dispose.
The cat been haunting us, y'all. I'm going to keep it dead ass. The cat been haunting us ever since because I be sleeping at night.
That's why.
And then sometimes I feel like something's jumping on my fucking bed. I put my hand on the Bible. It's the cat. The cat is haunting our asses because the cat is like, till you do right by me, you left me for dead, bitch. The cat been haunting our ass. I told the white people at my job when the cat died, and they was about to call Peter on my roommate ass. It was like, she's a murderer. She a bitch murderer. Poor cat. Rest in peace, Romeo. Rest in peace, Romeo.
Don't be putting that energy on my cat.
My bad, Romeo. He died. He was an old cat. I don't know what the fuck he had, but he was a good cat.
And on that note,
she left that cat for dead.
Yeah, change.
Yeah, y'all, like we said, it's hard out here, basically. It's hard out here. So the next segment is Bless Your Heart. So basically, that's a segment to where we feel like it's a hot mess, where we feel like needs...
It's a hot mess.
Like, say, fix it, Jesus, to whatever that's going on right now.
Bless it.
So right now, I'm going to just talk about what just happened to me during Valentine's Day. I'm just going to bless your heart to all the men out here that don't appreciate the single ladies on Valentine's Day. And I had a little incident that just literally happened. And so I'm single out here on Valentine's Day. My homegirl's like, you want to go out? Because I was supposed to go on a date, but the dude, he was inconsistent. So I go out on Valentine's Day with my homegirl from my job. So I've been waiting, y'all. I've been waiting for these seats all day. I was standing up at this bar waiting for these seats for a whole hour. People stealing all this damn seats.
That is on Valentine's Day.
And these people, they was coupled up and they up there trying to sit at the bar. If you a couple, sit your ass at the restaurant. Don't be trying to sit at the fucking bar. So like, I finally can be able to get a chair. So I get the chair and this dude gonna tell me, oh, I'm waiting for somebody else. This is somebody else's chair. So literally, y'all, I cussed this nigga out in front of everybody at the fucking bar. I was like, fuck you, bitch. This is my fucking chair, bitch. I've been waiting for this chair for a whole hour. You a fucking couple. Sit your ass down at a fucking seat. Don't be sitting at the fucking bar.
You should have just been a gentleman. Was he eating a whole meal? No.
No, he was trying to fight me, girl. He was tall, and he was like, listen here, lady. Like, he was trying to get buck at me, and I was about to get buck at his ass because he would have hit me. I would have pressed charges because I'm that bitch to press charge.
Can you press charges when you start the fight?
Yes. The waiter comes. She's like, we don't need no drama over this fucking seat. So I'm going to give you a bar. I'm going to give you a seat. Well, she should have did a long time ago. So I'm sitting there. I'm still talking shit. My coworker looking at me like, girl, you embarrassing the fuck out of me.
Because this is the first time she's ever hung out with you,
Yeah, right.
And you about to cut somebody out at the bar.
Right. So I sit my ass down. And the next thing you know, my cousin walks through. I'm like, what the fuck is my cousin doing with her nigga? What the fuck is she doing here? So I'm telling my cousin I'm about to cuss out this other nigga. Y'all, tell me why the nigga I'm about to cuss out is my cousin's boyfriend's cousin. Literally, everybody just started laughing.
Wait, you got to give people a minute to digest that.
Yes,
Your
girl.
cousins, the dude you were finna fight, your cousin's boyfriend's cousin.
Yes, girl. I'm about to
Alright,
fuck him up. I still was fucking mad, but at the end of the night, we had a good night. But I still feel like he wasn't a gentleman because he should have gave me that fucking seat. You a whole fucking man. It's Valentine's Day. Don't you think that I have it rough enough? I'm single at the fucking bar and I need to fucking sit down. So why the fuck you ain't give me this fucking chair, bitch? So like basically I'm just want to, you know, bless your heart to all the men out here that want to be rude to us single ladies on fucking Valentine's Day. We already have it rough enough.
Yeah, they was fucking up.
We looking on Facebook and all these people like beautiful posts and shit. Talking about, oh, my man done bought me this shit. And then we got to be faking shit and be like, girl, that's so beautiful. Even though on the inside we heard it and shit.
You heard? No, you start that shit like,
You don't heard
I hate this holiday. It's some handmade commercial
and
holiday.
women be like it. Women
Fuck
be
this holiday.
these single women be faking. When they see y'all married in relationships, women getting these beautiful flowers on Instagram and on Facebook, they be like, "That's so beautiful, girl. I love it." They faking, cause they faking. I'm gonna be straight 100. We in our feelings because we don't got shit, right, Andrea?
Don't include me in this.
You don't be in your feelings. I be in my
and
fucking
cut
feelings.
me off of this.
I be lying, be like, oh, that's so beautiful, so beautiful flowers, girl. In my mind, I'm like, fuck those flowers, bitch.
So now, yeah, everybody who Tasha commented on February 14th,
Just know that it wasn't from the heart. It wasn't sincere.
it sure wasn't.
Yeah, y'all gotta bless your
Oh,
heart.
y'all should see her face right now. She like, yeah, and what?
She need to bless your
care.
heart.
Excuse you?
No, I take that back.
Y'all gotta bless your heart to anything this week.
Nah.
Cause a lot, you know, Bow Wow, he was trying it. Y'all want to bless your heart to Bow Wow and his ex. Y'all heard about
That did look kind of bad. Now,
That was a lot of drama.
whatever that story was, because
That girl
obviously
beat his
all
ass.
these different posts talking about her face looked like
Right.
his face, so she must have whooped his ass. But I guess that's a better story than he was whooping her ass.
Yeah,
But
but
did
no
you-
Chris Brown
Even though
story.
that's part of that.
But did we see that elevator footage where he was being mad aggressive towards her
Yeah.
and taking off his jacket and getting all up in her face?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
too
bitch.
much.
She's short,
That's too
that's
much,
why.
actually. And I would probably slap him across the face with my claws too.
Cause he 5, he short. That's why he got the.
I don't give a damn. You can't have money and be have a Napoleon, syndrome. I don't have time for that.
Right, that's like
And you're not gonna be getting in my face physically trying to or
then-
verbally trying to abuse me. I'm good.
And
Like,
they
yeah.
got so much bless your hearts. Y'all don't want to bless your heart to that NYPD cop that put out a hit on 50 Cent.
what? I didn't even hear about that. What are you talking
Nah,
about?
He put out a hit and 50 Cent was like he disgusted at this shit. This man, I don't know what type of beep. I don't know if he really know 50 Cent like that, but he literally put out a hit on his ass. Like he said, all the cops, y'all shoot his ass. NYPD. That's why I say NYPD racist as fuck. I don't fuck with 50 Cent, but I like 50 Cent. You don't need to be trying to like shoot his ass. What type of shit is that? So many bless your hearts right now. Y'all, it's so many.
No.
What about Jesse? Jesse from Empire. I don't want to bless your heart. We don't know if that's real or not. Jesse from Empire.
Yeah.
I think that we're just waiting
don't know
on
that
all
we
the
have to bless
facts
him
for that.
just yet.
At all.
Exactly. I
You
think
wanna
we need
wait
to
on
wait
the
for some more
facts.
stuff to
Exactly.
come out. Because I can't imagine him lying about that shit.
Right.
Now, maybe I'll bless the heart of whoever of that
Whooped his ass.
whoever he was who came. Well, we can bless their hearts for sure. Then also the what was he, a police sergeant or something? Whoever it was who came out and said, and we'll investigate the facts if he's lying, because it seemed
That
like he
wasn't
just
even
threw that shit in
needed.
there, and now we
Like-
are wondering if he's lying.
Like, oh,
We don't even
okay.
have,
They
like,
They
could've
should
told the
sue
truth.
him. Actually, for what? For
He a victim.
defamation?
Well, supposedly.
yeah,
Shit.
I'm like,
Like, or for insinuating or implying, like, okay, well, what does this have to do with anything?
I don't know. Hopefully he didn't lie, because that'll make us look bad.
Well, that is going to bring us to our Grits of the Week segment. And that's where we, give a shout out to a girl or a guy raised in the South. And so this week, actually, so Fashion Week just passed in New York City. And I am going to actually shout out a designer that is from the South. And his name is Christopher John Rogers. And so everybody peep this and listen to this. This young man is the next big thing in American ready to wear fashion designs for women. His women's wear, I mean, this guy is 26 years old.
I love seeing young talent.
Right. 25, 26, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This young man went to SCAD. So what is that?
What the fuck is SCAD?
It's the Savannah College of Art and Design, I believe. And so that's one of the top tier design schools in the nation, in the world, actually. So this young man went there. He's so young, and just showed his fourth collection. He unveiled his fourth collection. Fashion Week fall 2019 collection.
I remember, weren't you telling us about him
a
year ago? Like you were talking.
Yes.
Who was he designing at that time?
So Cardi B wore his coat.
Yes,
I want to say it was the Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
It was she had the fur coat when she had the bodega set up. So she's worn his pieces. SZA wore his piece in all of the Lights video with Kendrick Lamar. Whoopi Goldberg just wore like a white chiffon or like white cotton poplin type look on a cover of a magazine recently. But a lot of people have worn his things. What's that young lady that was on Creed? Is it Tessa?
Girl, I don't
Tessa
know.
Thompson.
Oh, she cute. She used to date Janelle Monáe.
Tessa Thompson.
Right.
I think so. That, and even recently, he's been on the cover of his pieces were worn on the cover of Teen Vogue.
Oh,
so
nice. So
right.
He's really.
So this young man,
He need to hook us up with some free shit.
This young man, he is like the next ready to wear designer for women, and he's black.
Yes.
And he's young and he's talented and
Shout
it's just
it out
he's just getting started. So
it's Christopher
Christopher John Rogers. So
shout out to
Google him.
John Rogers.
He's doing big things. We're definitely gonna have him on the show in the future.
He is a New York resident. We do have access.
He's Brooklyn based and he is a grits. So I'm shouting him out for his fourth collection, which he showed last week in Soho for the close of Fashion Week.
Okay.
So shout him out. This young man has so much talent, and I just can't wait to see what else he does. I mean, everybody from Vogue to In Style to WWD is covering him right now. So all of these big media placements he's grabbing. So yeah.
Oh, congratulations to him.
Dope.
Yep. Shout out to him.
I was in support of that.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So I think I will go ahead and take this to our word for the week.
Yes.
And so my quote is from our much missed and beloved Prince.
Yes. Rest in peace, Prince.
Oh, rest in peace, Prince. You know, that was a loss.
Took him young.
I was living here when he died, and I took his death so hard. I was having brunch and crying in my Prosecco by myself. I was so sad. I just felt like we really lost a life.
Pneumonia, Lord.
You know whose death I recently took hard? Christoph St. John's. He was an actor on Young and the Restless for 20 years. Oh. And I mean, this guy, 50-something years old and passed away.
So young.
Young.
So, you know, this quote this week comes from Prince. I find freedom sexy. I find freedom so sexy, I can't even explain it to you. Mm-hmm. You wake up every day and feel like you can do anything. Mm. Yeah. And so when I read that, I'm just like, let's just be free. Let's just be sexy and free and do anything that we want, you know? And so this really just kind of spoke to me because I think about us. Just, you know, look, first of all, you know, we're all so sexy. Mm-hmm. And clearly, you know, what we endeavor to do here and what you all will continue doing is just that, being free, speaking up and just doing whatever has moved you, because that's why we all came to New York, to find freedom in one way or another. Just complimenting all of us grits who end up in a different place and are here to pursue our freedom. Whether it be artistically, whether it be mentally, however it shows up for us. So, you know, let's just stay free and sexy and keep doing what we're doing.
That was Maya, girl. She got cause I'm free, single, sexy, making my own money. Y'all know about that Maya?
I remember that song.
You know, talk about you quoted Prince. You up there really quoted Maya.
Child.
No, Maya was quoting Prince.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Now,
that's what the energy of the city is. So on that note, So,
I guess that's
all right, y'all.
And that's a wrap.
Good
That's
night.
all. That's all, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Grits in the City podcast. That's Girls Raised in the South and the City. We're here every Wednesday on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and anywhere else you listen to your podcast. And we want to hear from you. Do you have a funny, heartwarming story about being a transplant in a new city? Tell us about it. When you're listening and you want to chime in. Write us or even send us a voice recording and send it to gritsinthecitypodcast@gmail.com. We hope you loved the show. And if you did, go to iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud and subscribe to the show, rate us, and leave comments.
And tell your friends and family, please.
Please. Y'all have a good time. Until next week.
Peace.